My name is Rocio. You can pronounce Rocio with O at the end, yes, even if I'm a girl, yes.
Do you have, do people have trouble understanding your name?
Understanding my name, pronouncing my name, I think that the only language you can pronounce my name is in Spanish. So, yes, it's a very, very hard name, awful name in all the language.
Didn't you tell me it was a really common name in Spain?
It is very common. I mean, it's like Peter here.
So where were you born?
I was born in the south of Spain, in a city called Malaga, the beach.
I've heard of Malaga. Do you think a lot of people have heard of Malaga?
I think so. I mean, you travel a little bit. Yeah, it's a very touristic destination. It's good weather, a lot of culture. So I mean, it's not Paris, but yes, it's well known. Let's say.
What did little girl Rothio want to do when she grew up?
Oh my God, I wanted to be, of course, a hairdresser, because. Yeah, why was that? Of course, because I spent my days brushing the hair of my dolls, and I think that all the girls at some times wanted to be a hairdresser. But of course, my family didn't approve that. So,
Did your mom have a job when you were growing up?
yes, she was a nurse. Awful shift and work nights, Christmas, of course, completely the opposite. Well, I know that I miss her on Christmas Eve sometimes. So, yeah, that's one thing that I'm working in a hospital. When I went to see her, smell hospital.
So what do you do in your free time in America?
Now in America, my little free time I have. Actually, now I have a new passion, which is we are renovating our house. We bought a house last year, so we wanted to increase the value. So we are completely renovating. So I think my free time now is painting, patching walls, decoration. I mean, I found it a new passion. I love it. Yes, and read. I love reading.
And there's also. So why did you get into real estate when you moved to Kentucky?
Because when I start looking for properties, either to live, to have our home here, either to invest. And when I understood how well structured is the real estate world here in the United States, well, in Kentucky in particular, but in general, I think in the whole country, how both sides of the deals, buyers and seller, are always protected, and how the profession is really, I mean, organized, and there are laws and there are forms that you cannot do whatever you want to do, and you have your inspection period, your appraisal. I mean, I love that. I have been always, I mean, I love real estate before as a client, let's say, or investor or buyer, but not as a professional.
What's the one animal at the zoo you have to see when you go?
What kind of question is that? Of course,
To get to
the
know
monkeys.
Rothio.
The
Monkey.
monkeys. Everyone needs to see the monkeys. It's obvious.
Do you have a favorite color? I know that's a question
Yeah,
for a child.
Red.
Are you a cat or dog person?
I'm divided. I have my heart divided.
You have to pick one.
I have to pick one. I think I admire more cats because they are more intelligent, independent. I have both animals, but dogs are so puffy, and they take care of you, and they look at you, and they listen to you when you talk to them.
What was the biggest culture shock you experienced when you moved to Kentucky?
Oh my goodness. The biggest, I think, well, you expect always difference. I think the food is the different way to eat and cook. It was very different. It was very shock. And then
What was shocking about the food?
the amount of junk and processed food you can easily find in supermarkets, and the reuse options and expensive options you have of fruit and vegetables, fresh vegetables here.
What was the biggest culture shock?
Sorry.
Besides the food, how were the people?
The people were super nice. They are super nice, better than I expected.
What were you expecting? What was in your brain when you were like, "This is what an American is like"?
Okay, I had experience. I had come to America before, but America is like huge. You know, it's like each state is a different country. So and Kentucky and Corbin for me was a small town. Like, so I didn't know what to expect. Only that it will be like in a small town, so people maybe not super open. Or what I was told that in this area was people were more, close, and it was completely the opposite. People has been super warm with me and my family, and very patient with my English. With my husband and my English are not perfect, and they were always super patient with us. They are still today.
And how long have you been in America now?
2 years and 3 months, 4 months.
Are you counting the days?
And 3 days? No, because it's we arrived for Halloween, so November 1st, so yeah.
Will you kind of talk about the process? How hard was it for you to get your real estate license?
For me, I make it everything like a big thing in my life. So I invest myself a lot and go back to books after 20 years I finished college was a big challenge. And I just invest myself a lot, and I did great, and I learned a lot during the way. But yes, maybe go back to study mode, form or way of life, having 2 kids and a house and everything was hard, that part. Then, yeah, the content was good to go.
Has moving to America made you and your husband a stronger couple?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yeah, we love meet new people, and we exchange what we learn every day. So, yeah, we feel very lucky to be here.
Is there anything else you want people to know just about you personally outside of real estate?
That even though my pronunciation is horrible, most of the cases, I know what most of the time I'm saying. So people sometimes like, I using too much words to say a simple thing because I lack vocabulary still. But in my work, I think I can say, I know what I'm talking about, and what I don't know, I will tell my clients. So they can trust me, even though I have an awful strong accent Spanish.